If all you're doing is saving money, bad news. That means you're probably losing money.
Saving in the bank doesn't do you any good. If you take $1 invested 40 years ago and compare it to $1 in a bank 40 years ago, those are going to be two very, very different numbers.
Jake Guttman, founder and CEO of Rosevest Financial, says that once you've saved an emergency fund, it's time to direct your money toward investments. He's showing us how, starting with why to invest.
When you go to the store and you pick up a gallon of milk, right? We know that milk gets more expensive over time.
So as a consumer, you have a few choices.
The first one is you simply suck it up and you buy milk as prices go up. You hope for the best. It is what it is. The second, which something tells me that your HOA won't allow this, is that you open up your own dairy and you start pumping out milk and making your own prices. The third is you buy ownership in companies in the form of stock that are making these prices, and you participate in the profit rather than falling victim to the inflation.
But before you invest in dairy farms or go buy a cow, Jake recommends that you go to a professional.
For the average person, the layman person who doesn't know how these things work, I would encourage you not just to invest with an advisor, but also to learn from them.
TikTok's great for trending dance moves and cute dogs, but maybe shouldn't be the only place you go for investment advice.
Finance is foundationally sound, but situationally flawed, because the experience that comes with it, if we don't know what's going on or we haven't learned the right things, we interpret it as this terrifying, scary thing.
Especially when things can change at the drop of a hat.
You know, now Elon Musk goes on a podcast and does something that's deemed unacceptable, and the stock changes instantly.
Sounds risky, but you have to balance risk versus reward.
It's riskier, in my mind, for you to not have anything working for you towards your future and keeping it stuffed away in a tin can in the backyard than taking the time to learn and have a professional help you with charting out something like this in the future.
If the risk is losing money, saving might seem like the safest bet. $50 today will be $50 in 10 years. But savings don't tend to grow as much as investments over time. So statistically, you are losing money by not maximizing its growth. And the added risk is that $50 won't buy as much in 10 years.
Those are just two very different risks. One is mitigating, one is totally absorbing the risk and hoping for the best. And that just doesn't typically work.
And investing can be your hedge against inflation, which is near a 40-year high.
We simply can't afford to not be using those dollars outside of your emergency funds, of course, and not have them working for us.
Investing to save money is on the top of the list.